Well, it might not be enough to solve the drought problems here in the Golden State, but it sure is coming down pretty good here in Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Oakland Raiders. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
52's the mic. Bandit. Bandit.
They'll run on first down. Lee, only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They run the counter. It's Lee, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Ready?
On third down, Lee. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Kill, 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 kill.
Now.
On second down, it's Lee. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We got this, we got this.
And they give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 57 to Mike. 57. Kill. Let's go, D.
On first down, Brock trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now a give, right side. Robertson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Take 4.
On 2nd down now, it's Lee. And some space here. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 99 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 24, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Oh, yeah, and here we go.
On second down, it's Brock. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. 18 Gator.
55. You got nothing there. You got nothing.
5.
They run the counter. Lee. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Defense. Let's get out the field. Defense.
Hey, kill.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. And this one complete to Reed. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 77 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play that time for the Raiders. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd down now, it's Robertson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Let's go. 8, read.
52's the mic. Night, sweetheart.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On the ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Prescott now. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
All day, every day, any day.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Looking long for Westbrook. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Kill.
Hey, kill. 47, 26.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Tackles.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Lee. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
50, plant.
55. It's going to be a long.
Deep dribble.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
10 logo.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
5.
On 1st down, it's Lee. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
I got you, son.
They'll run on 1st down. Lee, he'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Caught here by Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
on the double.
Here we go, here we go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end, tight end.
Chopper! Snap!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons able to him him for a loss of a couple. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
All day, baby, all day.
On first down, it's Brock. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
Oh, design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
3rd and long for Prescott. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And got his man complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. 51 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll run on first down. Brock, he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brock. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Let's get it. Ready? Hey, we got tight left, tight left. You got 3 down, 3 down.
Prescott. He completes it to Westbrook. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
On 2nd down, it's Brock. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They come up in an offset eye. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Block. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brock. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Come on,
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
At the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
52. Hey, man, watch the boot.
5.
On second down now. It's Lee, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll set up to throw. Completes it to Lee. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Come on now, let's go.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
You're online, baby.
Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Got it. Blue draw Corkers.
65. Quick the edge.
Come down.
Right back to him on 1st down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
60 outlaw.
Push him back.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly.